The cabinet of President Bola Tinubu is in place and the new ministers are in buoyant mood. One of them and member of the Interior, that Minister of Interior, Tunji Ojo, has sought the support and cooperation of paramilitary agencies under supervision. The minister warned agencies like the Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the Nigerian Immigration Service against laxity, charging them to gear up in doing their job. Meanwhile, the Committee for the Diaspora Chairman of the All Progressive Congress has warned the new ministers that they cannot afford to fail, urging them to ensure that they meet the expectation of the masses. So, if you remember, our last Interior Minister, Asuko, that's Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, we had several jailbreaks across the country. We had the one that happened in Kuje, and that one was with the effrontery and everything. So, this is a new Minister of Interior. He's now urging the immigration, the prison service, correctional service to be under him and everything. So, what is expected of these people? We say when they come into the office, they read out this riot act, but there's a tendency for this language talking about after a while, because it was very, very audacious for those terrorists to actually carry out that jailbreak in Abuja at that time.
I want to believe that Lubumi Tunji Ojo is going to come up. He's young. He's going to come up with something innovative. And when I mean innovative, trying to see how the correctional facilities will be automated in such a way that automated and properly secured.
I don't think we have active CCTV all across.
Because if you want to tell me that something like that happened, and when I mean actively automated, it has to be linked to the defense headquarters. I mean our correctional facilities, whereby they will be seen in case there's any major jailbreak like that. They should be seeing it somewhere, not just within there, but outside, where they will be able to, take action immediately. Because when you have terrorists, if you have a correctional service facility that has terrorists and you don't have CCTV cameras, and then there was something like that, no challenge, nothing, and at the end of the day, those guys are roaming free, even though they arrested some of them, then it becomes a problem. So he has his work cut out for him. And he said something which I like. He said he met with the paramilitary service chiefs. He said he's going to hold them accountable, not the subordinate. Sometimes in Nigeria, when there's a problem, it is the grass, which is the subordinate, that suffers. So he's saying it's your gas that will suffer. So it means if he's going to hold your gas will sit up. If by the time he sacks one, sacks two, you understand?
You also have fire service under this.
Yes, fire service. And then not just sacking, prosecute them. Everybody will now begin to say, this thing is not as easy as they think. Because these things happen. Like the one that happened during Aregbesola, what happened to the
controller?
The controller, nothing.
The correctional center.
Nothing happened. Whether the man is still there or he has retired,
how many
you don't even know.
Were they able to get back?
How many people were suspended when the thing happened? Nobody knows. So we need to get to that point whereby the orgas at the top, let me use that word, are also being dealt with, so that they will know that, if they are serving Nigerians. And if they are going to work, they are going to imagine them. Sometimes when they are moving on the streets, if you know the siren that they use, the number of all of them, all these service chiefs, if you see the kind of security that goes around with them, you'll be wondering, is this person the one doing this work? So the thing is, we are giving them everything, giving them the paraphernalia of being in that office, and so they must deliver.
Since 1999, I'm trying to think of anybody that has actually made a big impact in that ministry, apart from announcing public holidays. Tell us from Friday on the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So beyond public holiday, I'm sure Bumi Ojo will want to do beyond announcing public holidays.
You know, when he was talking about prisons, that heads have to roll and everything, I agree. But I just thought to myself that some of the problems in the prison are beyond what the people who was reading the Riot Act can solve. Take, for example, look at the case of prison congestion. The correctional centers will accept anybody the court sends to them. And many times, these prisons are, take beyond what their capacity is. That is why even he as a minister has to work with the Ministry of Justice, has to work with the judiciary, has to work with the security forces. Because many times, you know what the police will do? Police will pick up anybody, pick up someone, take the person to the magistrate court and say they are waiting for a DPP's advice, which never comes. The magistrate will remand that person in prison pending DPP's advice. Mm-hmm. The person would spend, yes. I used to cover the judiciary for many years. I've been with Chief Judge of Lagos. There was a time I went to Kirikiri prisons and I saw a lot of people, 15 years, 7 years, 8 years, and somebody would say, look, we're just trying to loosen our tire or tighten our tire, and then we heard holy or something, and that's how we got arrested. I even heard of a policeman that got a DPO that got so, because he was under pressure. They just went to rape people and said, okay, they're there for illegal standing. What's illegal standing? Standing, so I say illegal standing. And in such situation, if you cannot pay your way out, they can just take you to court and, spurious charges. Yeah. And then if you don't have money, you don't know anybody, you head up in prison for. And what do you want the prisons to do? The prison cannot reject anybody that is sent. Prison authorities cannot reject anybody that's sent to them. They don't have that power to reject anybody. So when you have congestion, you already have a security risk. So because people just like to read Riot Act, as we roll, if this does not happen, let those people also tell them, let them tell the minister their problems. Let the minister be innovative enough, to bring solutions, solve the problems, the reasons they are not performing well. Like you said, we want to see a minister of Interior that works beyond announcing Christmas, Easter, or what's it called? Idul Fitri and Independence Day holidays. That's not what we want. We want an interior minister that's actually working. We want him to work. Let us see him as someone who is innovative, who is bringing fresh ideas, and is bringing reforms to all the agencies under his ministry.
Yeah, federal, especially immigration.
Not forgetting the fire service and immigration.
And immigration, that one is very, very important. Because if you go to all the immigration offices, you will see thousands of people.
No. I think they have a peculiar problem now. An average youth in Nigeria want to japa. So if you go to any passport office, I can tell you in Lagos, capture now, you can't get anything less than 3 months to capture. So people are going to Ibadan, people are going to Lisa, people are going to Oyo.
People have captured for 3 months, they've not got. If Naya is just telling me now that she captured 3 months ago, they've not even sent her text message to come and collect her passport.
Can you imagine that?
She should come and talk to me.
See, you are part of the problem.
No, you want to go?
That's what I'm telling you. So the thing is, we should be able to know when once someone has captured in the next couple of weeks or max a month, the person is supposed to get his passport. It should be as simple as that.
The best bet is to address the reason why.
The reasons these things are.
No, see, listen, Ayo. Some people go. It's
go
not
to
everybody.
Elephant House now.
It's not everybody that wants to japa.
No, that passport now. It's not
everybody.
Something that is compulsory. It wasn't something that was changing.
Yes, I
years
know,
before that. Everybody wants to get a passport. What do you want to give you a passport? What do you need a passport for? But right now, I can tell you that 80% or 90% of those people obtaining these passports, they want to leave the country.
But do you think it's
they
easy
go
to
to
leave?
Cyprus? They go.
Well, anybody that needs a passport for whatever reason deserves to have it.
Yes,
make it easy for people.
Yes, just make it easy.
If you are a Nigerian and you need an international passport, you have to get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing
Shouldn't
prevents
be
you
too
from getting it.
difficult.
So why don't you make the process seamless, make it easier? Why do we like burdening ourselves, overburdening ourselves in this country?
Do you know
Everything
some,
we want
do you know
to
some
get.
people even pay for 64 pages. By the time they go there, they give them 32 pages. You know, so all these things are some of the things that all these things are some of the
It
things
does not
they-
matter if you want to
down.
jackpot, if you want to study,
But,
or if you
yeah,
want to go and
nothing.
visit
You know?
your loved ones abroad. If you deserve to have a passport, please give it to him. Whoever
My
deserves
own
it.
is the minister. If
Immigration
it's
now.
immigration, they have. If they want me to give them a long list of their problems, I will do that. But that is consultancy. I'll give them. There's a time that they used to say, if you are married, maybe your wife had a passport before getting married, but by the time she gets married to you, and she's now bearing your name, you will now have to go to Abuja to go and change that name.
Technology would have rectified.
God bless you. But if you're in Lagos anywhere, they say go to Abuja, go and do it. Who does that? Are they going to pay me the transport money for me to go to Abuja?
And that's a sign of backwardness.
You don't understand. So all these things those are small, all the tiny things that they need to look at, and then they will address. People standing days for them to capture. Sometimes you go to the immigration office, you see children. They'll say, okay, stand. After a while, they say they've not opened. Hey, okay, they just come. They'll take you to one room. The children will be there. They will do it for them. Then they will leave. Even to collect the same process. The process of collecting is almost the same process of you even trying to even capture. You know, so the man, he has to just sit down and look at all these things. Maybe disguise himself. Go to these offices and then see the trauma that Nigerians are going
that, I
through.
think Ogboni Rauf Aregbesola did well by making sure that they open new centers. Like
Yes, yeah,
Nigerian
of course,
passports.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nigerian passport.
Yes.
It did very well.
So if he's going to do
passport.
something
So
like
if we
that,
need more centers,
centers,
then if we need to leverage
to make it
technology.
But it's
technology.
not just about having these offices or centers. It's also about if I come, capture, when am I going to get my
You
passport?
can get it easily.
When am I going to get my passport? So it's not about.
Sometimes you hear that they import those leaflets that
You can see
It's on
importing leaflets, ordinary paper, with security signs that Nigerian minting cannot help us do. And meanwhile, when Nigerian minting they are trying to do our naira, we are seeing naira that was